All right, let's take you now to the Northwest Province, and that's where the former President Thabo Mbeki will deliver the Aziz Pahad Memorial Lecture at the University of the Northwest. That's in the Mahikeng campus. He's expected to reflect on the veteran's life and legacy, as well as shaping foreign policy in post-apartheid South Africa. Let's touch base now with our reporter, Refiloe Seboko, who is looking forward to listening to that particular lecture. Refiloe, good evening to you. Aziz Pahad, the late Aziz Pahad, one of the most respected diplomats in our country. But this is also a very interesting time for South Africa in terms of its foreign policy outlook, given the geopolitics. Talk to us about what we can expect from the former president.
And I guess that is why, clearly, a lot of people are really waiting in anticipation as to what the former president, Thabo Mbeki, is going to talk about when he will be making a reflection on the life and legacy of Aziz Pahad. But, you know, we also understand that Minister Ronald Lamola will be here, and we're also expecting a Minister of Foreign Affairs from Botswana who will also be making a reflection. But let's also speak to the Northwest Premier's Office, the spokesperson, Silota, and talk to us about, you know, today's memorial lecture, you know, looking and reflecting on a struggle stalwart, somebody that we said to have contributed immensely when we're looking at issues of foreign affairs.
Well, thank you, Refiloe. Let me also take this opportunity to greet the viewers of Newzroom Afrika. I think we need to, from the outset, mention out this is one of the Premier's pre-op activities. And he deemed it fit to invite former President Thabo Mbeki to reflect on the times and life of Aziz Pahad. You know that Aziz Pahad is from the Northwest, was born in a small town of Schweiz-Reneke in 1940 on 25 December at what is now called Mamusa Local Municipality. But you know of the instrumental role that Mr. Pahad has played through peacekeeping initiatives under African Union and New Partnership for Africa's Development, which is NEPAD. And one such example was to try and find lasting peace in DRC. You know that we are still reeling from the killing of 14 members of the South African National Defence Force who were at a peacekeeping mission in DRC. And you'd know that around 2002, through the work of Aziz Pahad, different warring factions in DRC were hosted in Sun City in the Northwest Province, which culminated into the peace agreement or a peace accord, which ensured that there is peace and stability in DRC. But critically, it led to the first democratic elections in DRC in 45 years, with President I just forgot his name, my apologies. Yeah, with President Kabila rather coming in as the president. So we can remember Aziz Pahad in relation to such peacekeeping initiatives.
Talk to us about some of those that are expected to be in attendance of this memorial lecture.
Well, we are expecting Minister Lamola to come. We are also expecting Minister of Botswana to come. You know of the deep cultural ties that the people of the Northwest, in particular of Mahikeng, share with the people of Botswana. You'd know the contribution that Botswana has made in the liberation of our country. Political figures like Fish Kitsing. You'd know that villages like Ramatlaba, Mapitane were also liberation routes where struggle veterans used to skip into Botswana and ultimately in Zambia and Tanzania, where they received training to dismantle apartheid regime and its draconian laws.
I want to touch just in short before I hand over. You're saying this is one of the pre-SOPA. Should the residents of the Northwest Province expect any more empty promises?
I'm not sure what you mean by empty promises, because of the Premier's deliberate in finding solutions into challenges of service delivery confronting the province. You know of the Accelerated Service Delivery Plan, dubbed Tunza Lerole, which is held bi-weekly to go to municipalities and assist them with financial recovery plans, but critically to address challenges of potholes, water provision, sanitation, and so forth. So there is improvement in relation to how the province is addressing such particular issues. And one such is the outcomes of the AG's report, where about 3 departments in the Northwest received clean audits. And this is unprecedented. And this work has trickled down to provinces, and the AG has stated that there is relative improvement in how we are dealing with such challenges.
Thank you so much for your time. Selota Taide Koli from the Office of the Premier in the Northwest Province, who Lazarus Mokhosi, the Premier, is also expected to be in attendance of this memorial lecture of Aziz Pahad.
Refiloe Seboko, thank you very much for that update.